Ever wondered why some of the wealthiest individuals appear to be the most troubled? Is mental peace more important than materialistic wealth? It's a question that often lingers in the back of our minds, isn't it? The paradox of wealth and happiness has been a subject of contemplation for ages. It's not uncommon to see individuals with vast fortunes, yet they appear to be restless, constantly searching for something more. This often leads us to ponder, is there more to happiness than just amassing wealth? Could it be that the true essence of being wealthy is not just about material possessions, but something deeper, something more profound? It's fascinating, isn't it, how the pursuit of wealth sometimes leads us away from the very happiness we seek. Today, we'll explore the journey of one such individual who found that real wealth isn't about material possessions, but something much more profound. So buckle up as we dive deep into this intriguing exploration of wealth, happiness, and the quest for inner peace. Imagine being at the pinnacle of success with all the riches one could dream of, yet feeling an inexplicable void inside. Picture this, a life filled with glittering achievements, of a person at the top of their game. Their name is synonymous with success. They live in a world where designer labels are the norm, where the finest cuisines from around the globe are just a call away, where private jets whisk them off to exotic locales at the drop of a hat. They have a mansion that would make royalty green with envy, cars that look like they've rolled straight out of a futuristic movie, and a bank account that never seems to dwindle. This is a person who has shattered ceilings and broken records, who has won accolades and applause from every corner of the globe. They're a titan in their field, their name etched in gold in the annals of success. They've got everything they've ever wanted, everything they've ever dreamed of, everything that society says should make a person happy. Yet something is amiss. Amid the glittering galas and the champagne toasts, there's a restlessness that gnaws at them, a discontent that bubbles just beneath the surface. Their life is like a beautifully wrapped present that, upon unwrapping, reveals nothing inside. The laughter feels hollow, the applause sounds distant, the achievements seem meaningless. This person, despite being surrounded by all the trappings of success, feels an inexplicable void. Their mind is a whirlwind of thoughts, of questions that have no answers, of dreams that have lost their luster. They've scaled the mountain of success, only to find that the view from the top isn't as breathtaking as they'd imagined. There's a restlessness that permeates their every waking moment, a feeling of incompleteness that no amount of money can fill. They've got everything, yet they feel like they have nothing. They've reached the top, yet they feel like they're still at the bottom. They're surrounded by people, yet they feel utterly alone. Despite having everything, our subject was still troubled. But why? It turns out wealth can buy comfort, but not peace of mind. A revelation that struck our subject like a bolt from the blue. They were surrounded by opulence, their life a tableau of luxury, but the joy they had anticipated was nowhere to be found. They had assumed that their shiny new toys would be the key to unlocking happiness. How mistaken they were. In the quiet corners of their golden cage, they began to feel a restlessness creeping in. The emptiness inside seemed to grow, feeding on the very material possessions they had once craved. The palatial house echoed their solitude. The fancy cars seemed redundant, and the glittering jewels lost their sparkle. They were living proof of the old adage, all that glitters is not gold. Then came a series of events, seemingly unremarkable, yet they started to shake the foundations of their beliefs. A chance encounter with an old friend, now leading a humble life, yet radiating a contentment that seemed alien to them. A book stumbled upon, whispering the wisdom of finding joy in simplicity. A sunset observed from their penthouse, beautiful yet fleeting, like their ephemeral happiness. With every encounter, every experience, the realization grew stronger. The truth they discovered was simple yet profound. Their wealth, their possessions were mere illusions of happiness. They were not the keys to joy, but the chains that bound them. Their restlessness was not a result of wanting more, but of needing less. This realization was not an end, but a beginning. It was like waking up from a dream, stepping out of the shadows into the light. The wealth they had amassed was not the enemy, but their attachment to it was. They understood that wealth could provide comfort, but true peace came from within. And so our subject began a new journey, a quest for mental peace. This was not a journey to discard their wealth, but to use it wisely, to care for their health, to find peace in simplicity, and to seek the divine within. A journey to find the true value of wealth, not in material possessions, but in peace of mind. Finding peace isn't about searching outside, but looking within. So our protagonists began a journey, not of miles and landscapes, but of mind and spirit. With wealth in abundance, they realized the necessity of catering to their mental health and spiritual growth. They understood that the most opulent mansion can feel like a prison if the mind is not at peace. They began to seek contentment, not in material possessions, but in the tranquility of their soul. They adopted practices to foster inner peace. They found solace in the silence of meditation, strength in the verses of spiritual texts, and joy in the simplicity of mindful living. They took to yoga, the ancient art of harmonizing the body, mind, and spirit. Each asana, each breath became a step towards serenity. They started spending time in nature, appreciating its beauty and absorbing its calm. They found that peace wasn't in the distant mountains or the secluded beaches, but in the silent whispers of the wind and the rhythmic lullaby of the waves. They practiced gratitude, realizing the importance of appreciating what they had rather than pining for what they didn't. They discovered the joy of giving, understanding that true wealth lies not in what we keep but in what we share. In the end, our subject found that peace isn't about having everything but being content with what one has. They discovered that the pursuit of peace wasn't about the journey, but about the destination within themselves. So, what does this story teach us? It underlines the profound truth that mental tranquility trumps material affluence. It's a paradox, isn't it? The wealthiest among us, laden with treasures, yet troubled at heart. This journey we've embarked on today highlights the pursuit of inner peace, a quest that transcends earthly riches. Remember, wealth can provide comfort, but only inner peace can bring true happiness. So what would you choose? Material wealth or mental peace?